thanks to Joe for counting. I was in the process of keeping track of everything, and Joe came in, had it all done. I loved it. 16 items under $25. So kind of a nice thing a nice time to be able to update things. All right, so let's talk about these. This is a silicone pot protector. Not the paper plates. I know that's a cheap way to do it, but unfortunately, and we're going to be talking about these coming up, if something in here, let's say a piece of salt from a pretzel, gets in here and you put another pot on top of it, it very well could ruin what's going on in the non-stick. And that's how a lot of us end up needing to replace our pots and pans. Even glass bowls, many times you can even spider it, you know, if it gets cracked a little bit because you put one bowl inside the other bowl. That's why these were actually created. The other thing about these is if you need a trivet, look how thin these are. These would be great trivets, and who doesn't need a trivet from time to time, right? So I'll go ahead and do the colors for you. You're gonna get a set of 4 of these. So this is the aqua. You will get 2 lighter and then almost 2 in teal, 4 total. They're 2 different sizes. The smaller one is a little over 13 inches. The larger one, almost 16 inches, 4 total, as I said. 35% off today at a clearance price. Good news on a clearance price is you're getting a great savings, 35% off. Bad news is when it's gone, it's gone. So we knew that that one is, that's the aqua. Okay. Just a couple dozen of those. Then this one is gray. There's your gray. 2 in gray and then 2 in black. It's called gray. There's about 800 remaining there for you. And then over here is going to be red, and the red is pretty close, both of these. So one will be a brighter red, one will be more of a maroon red. You're going to get 4, 1100 there. And I just want to show you the difference in size. Might be a little hard to hold them, but here. I will show you so you could kind of see the difference. Now, I wouldn't make myself all crazy as to, you know, matching up the size of my pans before putting these inside. But the nice thing is if you have, you know, maybe something that's really, really large, it'll work with that. And they really just mold to the inside of the pan. I mean, that's the nice thing about it. Here. So you'd put it in here. And as I said, the old trick used to be to put a paper plate. But the paper plate would move around. Not really the best protection. You spend a lot of money on your pans. I know a lot of you love them. And when you put them and you stack them, because we have to think about the storage, then you're not worrying about, not this pan so much, but what's going on down here, and was there anything in there that's scratching it, and the fact that I put another pan and the weight of another pan on top of it, what's happening to the non-stick surface. Now we are gonna offer you a set of 2 pans in 2 different sizes, which is nice to know coming up. And I think that's one of the reasons that we need to replace a lot of our pans. We usually blame it on, you know, maybe a metal utensil, and sometimes that's why, you know, but this is just a protective layer. And as I said, the other nice thing about this is if you have glass bowls, and you have to kind of use your imagination. Imagine I have, and a lot of times, because I know I even have them, like a set of 3 glass bowls that I think I've had forever. But when you put one inside the other many times, what happens is it's too much, and you end up sometimes cracking it or splintering it a little bit. So all you're going to do is put these in between. All right, so that's the aqua for you. And you can see one is, you know, a brighter and one's a darker color. That's going to be your gray selection, and 2 are black and 2 are gray. And then we have the red. And 2 are brighter red and 2 are deeper red. 2 different sizes on this. Only $15.99. Go read the reviews. This is beloved, honest to goodness. When I read it, I was like, that's so cool, because you took the time to write in and say how very much you absolutely loved it. All right.